Got a deck featuring Rona finally. This is a card that had a lot of buzz in Pioneer, and I have been kind of having a hard time figuring out exactly what shell I wanted to start with Rona in Modern. I think one reason why I was so stuck was I kept trying to put Tyvar in this shell. I think you can still play Tyvar and Rona in a different build, but there's a lot to dissect. Maybe we can circle back to why Tyvar isn't in this shell after we kind of talk about what else is in the shell. So this is the Asmo Goryo's Emrakul deck, which I don't think is something we've played on stream, but it's something that other players have been finding success with in tournaments. This kind of combination of the food package plus the combo of Goryo's Vengeance Emrakul pairs together pretty nicely, where you have the Underworld Cookbooks as the discard outlet for Emrakul, and the Asmo Urza Saga plan is pretty good at finishing off opponents that don't die to just an Emrakul attack. And so this build is splashing blue and taking away either the red splash or whatever mono black build you're playing, or playing Rona and Ledger Shredder as looters, as card advantage engines, as card selection spells, as alternate threats, at least in the form of Ledger Shredder. What's very cool about playing Rona as your looting effect in this kind of deck is that Rona is also capable of casting Emrakul. Rona is also a threat too because it transforms. But if you are able to spend 5 mana, transform Rona into Rona Tolarian Obliterator, and shoot it with an Asmo, you can, if you have an Emrakul in your hand, cast it. Which is very cool to have an alternate way to cheat Emrakul to play. This is definitely slower. This is definitely not going to be your plan A, but it's very cool that this is something that gets through counter magic potentially, and also gets through Graveyard Hate. Although, you have to get these in play down through the counter magic. But it gets the Emrakul in through Graveyard Hate, and also casts the Emrakul too, which I think is very, very exciting. Rona S value.com. But yeah, it's both. I mean, it's kind of both. This is more so like the plan C, plan B. But it is really nice that it's here. It is really cool. I think that Rona is like good card advantage spell with Ovalchase Daredevil, looter for the combo, and can also just transform into a giant threat, which I think is important with the Emrakul Goryo's plan anyways, just to have like these plan B big threats, which is also why I like getting access to Ledger Shredder. I like getting access to some Flusterstorms in the sideboard. I think that combo matchups, especially Force of Negation decks like Rhinos living in, can be kind of tricky for this archetype compared to like the black version. Takes it 24 months. Yeah. So I mean, Rona does get a card at random from your hand when you Asmo it, but I don't think that at like that point in the game it's that difficult to just have, especially with all the discard outlets, all the Underworld Cookbooks. I don't think it's actually going to be very difficult to have Rona just be the last card in your hand. And then like one of the main reasons I'm not playing Tyvar is that it's like really awkward to mill over Emrakul with Tyvar, and you could play Archon of Cruelty plus Persist instead. But I do think that like the fact that Rona and Asmo are legends makes you more so interested in playing the I'll keep losing my train of thought. The Goryo shell instead of the Persist shell. Dixon again with the 24 months. Fat Master with the 29. Thank you. Is Jace just a bad card to Ledger Shredder? Jace Friend's Jace Friend's Prodigy. Jace is like just not that good a card, I think, in the archetype in general, maybe. I think Rona's better, I think Ledger Shredder's better. You could play 1 or 2 Jace. We're not super high on instants and sorceries to flash back. Bone Shards is kind of nice. Bone Shards is kind of nice for sure. Okay, so if they counter my Ledger Shredder, it's actually kind of fine, because then I get to go save Bauble to go Shredder, Bauble, Asmo next turn. Although they have another or if they have 2 counter spells, this is kind of bad. Why Bone Shards main? I think with like the Ledger Shredder specifically, I like being able to play a more interactive game plan. Would I cut to play Jace? I don't know. Well, currently I would not cut anything to play Jace if I was going to play one. But we can figure it out. I know we're like already on turn 2, so we're already suggesting changes, but it's a little early for me. Yeah, Step Through is cool. Step Through is a cool piece of tech. Also with Asmo, of course. All right, perfect. Well, not quite perfect, I guess, but not bad. Okay, love to see expressive iteration. This means I'm going to be able to resolve Shredder, Bauble, Asmo. Yeah, now that we've played almost 3 turns, it's time to make some changes. Do you have more decks for today? I do, yeah. I have a new Dino build, and then I have like an updated version of the Knight Errant of Aeos Humans deck, which is very similar to what we played last time, which makes sense because we almost trophied. But I'm not sure that I'm planning to get to that today, but it's on the backup to the backup deck. The Dwayne's League doesn't work in Dino deck because you need an Elf in play? Oh, fuck, I forgot. Okay. Good to know. I thought that it always worked. Good catch, good catch. As far as I know, Invasion of Alar is not fixed. Well, that's a good pickup, huh? Gonna crack the bubble now, so that if they trigger Connive, I've got more information on the... What to loot away. Simon? 18 months, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what we'll play over the Dwayne's Lead in that show, but we'll figure it out. Ledger Shredder? Murktide? It's a nice draw. They have already used a counterspell, but I don't know, it's just so unlikely they don't have counterspell or spell pierce. Let's just pass back. Could put Jegantha in my hand. Swing first. Swing before Goryo's Emrakul. Usually got to do that pre-combat. When am I going to play more of the brought back deck? I don't know. I'm messing with the new cards right now, you know. I got some ideas for, you know, older decks, but I'm just still focused on the new cards. Yeah, I know we can Goryo's on their instep. I think that the problem is, like, it's almost always, I think it'd be better to just do it on my turn so I can pay for Spell Pierce, and then I can still make a Saga token even if... Yeah, I can still make a Saga token even if they counter the Goryos. The only way this is better is if they completely tap out, right? Cauldron, 31 months, thank you. Alright, 8/8 Murktide, tap land. I actually think... Do I need to discard an Emrakul and gain 3 life? Oh no, they have 6 permanents. I thought they had 7. Okay, never mind. Do you always brew on PC or also Android iPhone? I mean, usually PC. I don't really feel like there's a good interface for Android iPhone brewing. Well, I can Thoughtseize first and still pay for a Spell Pierce, so why not? Can Fetch Shock go down to 4. Of course they have the Spell Pierce. Okay, I'm holding control. I'm holding control. I'm targeting the Emrakul. Did we not want to Goryo's on their instep? No, because we would have lost to this Spell Pierce if we had Goryo's on their instep. That would have been a game-losing play. Okay, so I want at least 1 Pithing Needle, but maybe 2 for both Hearse and Explosives. Both are pretty good against me. Is there an infinite combo? There's not an infinite combo. The combo is you know, either Goryo's Emrakul or you can transform Rona, Asmo Rona, cast Emrakul. Not an infinite combo. Could do something like 3 Thoughtseize, or no Thoughtseize, 3 Flusterstorm, 1 Aether Spellbomb, 1 Aether Spellbomb, 1 Pithing Needle. I just don't know. I had the Aether Spellbomb like mostly for hammer, because a lot of times, like if they have a hammer on a creature, like it's kind of tough to like double Asmo it. Being able to Spellbomb can stabilize you. I'm thinking maybe you bring it in against Murktide. Let's try this. Let's try this for now. Thank you, Freya, for the 34 months. Hope you're doing well. What is Rona doing in the deck? No, I've explained it, Bolt, but one more time. All right, so it is a looter for your Goryo's combo. Obviously, that's the most basic part. It's also in combination with Ovalchase Daredevil. Some extra legendary spells to untap it can generate some good amount of card advantage. But also, when you flip it and shoot it with Asmo, you can cast Emrakul from your hand. And I think with the cookbooks especially, it's not very difficult to just have Emrakul be the last card to cast with the Rona, with a little bit of planning. Okay, opponent's only mold to 6. Rona needs haste law? Okay. Thank you, Bold. Alright. I do like the Rona's 1-3 against Ragavan. That being said, we are going to Bone Shards. Discarding second Rona. Dingus, 21 months, thank you, hope you're doing well. Does it not get you 6 free cards? No, Rona is always 1 card no matter the amount of damage dealt, which I know is a little confusing because all the other obliterators are each card. But Rona is always just 1 card, right? Yes. But again, with all your cookbooks, I think by the time you're flipping to you're going to be pretty easily able to just discard all your other non-Emrakul cards. Okay, countered Rona. A 2-mana spell being countered by a counter spell is... Oh, this was bad, actually. Let's see, there you have a Lightning Bolt, which is very good to know with this Asmo in my hand. Remember, I do have Jegantha also. Would love to draw a Saga. Would love to draw another Shredder. Would love to draw Ovalchase Daredevil. So they still have that Lightning Bolt up. Yeah, I think I'm just like casting Jegantha next turn. Can't Lightning Bolt to Jegantha. Martoni, 13 months, thank you. Yeah, we have a green splash for Jegantha and Haywire Mite. Although now, see, oh, this is a... Oh, no, this is only a 6/6 Murktide, perfect. Okay, so now I can discard Jegantha and then Asmo the Murktide. And I can also Goryo's back one of these at some point. Herald, thank you for the 21 months. Hope you're doing well. I think I am going to cast this cookbook instead of using it to discard to the other cookbook so that I can, like, buy back a Rona or a Shredder or, you know, whatever. And I guess if they, like, dash Ragavan, I'll Goryo's Asmo. The transforming Rona doesn't exile it, so unfortunately you can't do like the Jace's Prodigy trick with Rona and Goryo's. Why discard Jegantha instead of the Watery Grave? I was thinking I'd rather have like the Watery Grave for 4th mana for Cookbook sack. Also like Rona transform down the line, you want the mana. The Jegantha's also like way worse when you're discarding a land, I think. Air 20 months, Frozen with 25, 8 with 4, Hawk with 2 months. Thank you. Lots of resubs, thank y'all. Yeah, I'm so close to splicing, huh? Whoa, wait, no way, we could actually splice. This could be like an actually like relevant splice in Modern. Alright, let's get back to Rona. Probably gonna get answered, that's okay though. Just gotta fight through it. Don't think I want to like discard a Goryo's to cast the Asmo. I'd love to find a Daredevil at some point. They only have 2 cards in their hand. Big draw step for me. Yeah, I think we just discard the Needle, cast Asmo. They consider getting back Jegantha because it's hard to answer fast clock empty board. Not really. I don't have 5 mana. It's also not that hard to answer. Like the heat, it only dodges bolt. Like it still gets heated, still gets countered. Thank you, Herald. And what's also cool is like as soon as we draw an Emrakul, the game is over. With double Goryos. Oh, and that also feels pretty over. Could Goryo Ronas on their instep get basically 2 cards out of it with the Ovalchase Daredevil now? We can just go ahead and attack and pass. Yeah, I would love to splice a Goryo's. I think it's more likely, unfortunately, that I end up turning Goryo's Rona as like a draw 2. Inspiring Statuary to Hardcast Emrakul in my dreams. I think it's possible to play a value Training Grounds deck with some of the new mom cards. So like when they spoiled when the new Rat Lord came out, I was like trying to play a Training Grounds deck with the new Rat Lord and also like having Pack Rat in the deck, and then Training Grounds played well with the Changeling that buffs your team for X, whatever that card is called. It plays well with that card, and then also I'm trying to think of the other. There's like one more synergy. Eldrazi. I think in like some drafts I had Eldrazi Displacer. Oh no, I forgot to tap Rona end of turn. Oh, sorry, y'all. Rona's a bit better when you remember to tap it. It's okay, we're still pretty ahead. I was also supposed to make 2 food tokens first. I could, if I had drawn Emrakul, I could have transformed it, shot it, but okay, my opponent's also just conceding. Although it was so crazy when they succeeded last night. You can't make a Tomlet without cracking a few Gregs. Yeah, I mean, I started watching it partially because Jesse's always tweeting about it, but also I had a different friend that was begging me to watch. This is Murktide again? I mean, we just beat it. Always a good, sign for a combo deck when you're able to defeat Murktide. I'm going to keep the Ledger Shredder on top. I'm going to try the Jund Battle deck. I'm not going to play the Laura deck until they fix it. If they fix it, we'll play it. If they won't fix it, we're going to wait. Yeah, Sleepy, Murktide, Monday. I want to cast the Thoughtseize this turn, because if they have Iteration, they're going to be waiting on it for a turn. There's a bug. Yeah, the copy mode on Invasion of Alara just, like, doesn't happen, so... don't worry, we got... Oh, look, it's me! I made it to the Magic Online forum! Let's go! I made it. The other day in Limited, I cast the backside, putting artifact in, it proposed me a copy. Yeah, that's what some people were suggesting, that you have to put the artifact in to get the copy, which should not be the case. But, like, for whatever reason, it's, like, it's tied to it, you know? Is in Fable's ramp an important aspect of creativity trying to cast such an expensive spell? Yeah. I mean, creativity is like literally just Splinter Twin, you know? You're just a deck that is... It's just entirely cheap interaction, and then a combo that your opponent has to, like, always respect after turn, like, 4, you know? But unlike Splinter Twin, it's 1 card instead of 2 cards. Okay, I'm gonna go Shredder Thoughtseize. Could technically go Thoughtseize first, but it's probably a bit better. Would Fable be a good addition in 5 mana Dramatic Entrance? Yeah, I think you can play Fable. One issue is like you know, I would prefer to, like, you know, you should be playing Red and 6 at that point, and I think it's a fine addition, yeah. I don't know. Fable's a really good card. It is one of the best 3-drops in Modern. And it would be an okay addition to that deck, especially because it's an enchantment for a track set. Icon, 8 months, thank you. Why fetch basically instead of tap duel? My opponent is Murktide, which sometimes plays Blood Moon, so it's like, I think it costs us like nothing to play around Blood Moon here. So like, let's just do it since, again, it doesn't cost us anything really. Let's just do it. Let's be bad. Let's play around Blood Moon. Icon 8 months, Spies to 12. Thank you. Barbecue Sauce, thank you Twitch Prime. Barbecue Hoss. Have I tried any mom drafts? Yeah, I've been drafting in paper with some friends. I might be doing one tonight. It kind of depends. I'm a little sore. I went to Ren Fair with the Esther yesterday, and I wore chainmail all day, and my shoulders are kind of like not used to wearing chainmail for like 6 hours. But I had a good time. It looks like they're gonna let me connive. Malibu, 13 months, thank you. We're conniving. You don't want to get the counter. Obviously, like, second Goryo is nice if we have 4 mana and we draw Emrakul. yeah, I'm a good bit taller than Esther. No, I was so excited to wear chainmail. I also was like, I don't know if y'all remember, I bought, when I was in Austin earlier this year, I bought a helmet at like a, what was it, like an antique show thing? So I got to wear my helmet. I bought a flower crown for it. It was an awesome day. Okay, let's Thoughtseize them. Yeah, that makes sense for that to be the last card. I think I'm just gonna Jegantha in my hand. I'd rather discard that to the Bone Shards. Any further iterations of Grixis Battles game plan, or is that deck already competitive? Well, it hasn't been very good so far. So if it is, I haven't been doing very well. And that being said, I do really like the red-black battle and the blue-black battle. I think those cards are both good. I think that the dragon battle is not very good in that shell. That's something I'm starting to think. So if I was going to play it again, I'd be playing like just the 8. And we'll see. But I kind of want to step back. I either want to find other shells for the blue-black battle. I think that card's really good. Or has potential to be really good, I should maybe say. I think hard evidence would work well in the Convoke shell. Maybe. I've had hard evidence in some drafts. I specifically have been working pretty hard on hold on. I have like 1,000, or I have a bunch of drafts, so I'm just kind of thinking about like a Sultai value Convoke shell using Grazer, Garden, Hard Evidence, The Walls, Grist as your Convoke cards. Feels like it's very slow, very dirtily, not that powerful. I haven't playtested it. I have a couple of drafts though, potentially just trying to be black-green. Feels like maybe we're missing some enablers. Okay, I love that they're bolting me for the Surveil when I have... Now I get to resolve Asmo. Thank you, Eyes, for the 11 months. Do you think Grixis Shadow or Murktide is a better deck overall? I like that Murktide is like a lot more resilient to hate. It's a lot, and I like that Murktide's also like a lot easier to play where I think sequencing is like a lot more clear in Murktide a lot of times, where in Shadow I think it's oftentimes very close what the right decision is, and you're always having to manage your life total in a really like stressful way. But like Murktide is like a lot easier to pilot in that regard, which, you know, in a lot of ways does make it a better choice for a tournament. But I don't know, it's in some ways like apples and oranges. So now, 34 months, thank you, and Daniel with the 14, thank y'all. Okay, so if I see Ragavan on top, I'm not gonna attack. Ooh, don't like seeing that one. Yeah, I think Invasion of Azgul is really good in Scam. I haven't like played it just normal Scam because it's a little boring, but I do think like I would main deck like a couple of copies of Terminate. There's Invasion of Mercadia, discard, draw 2, interesting and Rootwell of Vengevine deck. I think there are better discard enablers than that one. It's pronounced Ray-da-Shada. Your username is pronounced Ray-da-Shada? But okay, hold on, I see, hold on. I was like, where's the D? I see it. Ray-da-Shada, okay. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I see Owen Hawker for Blue Devotion. In Pioneer, I love Pioneer in... I love Blue Devotion in Pioneer. Ah, they found it. I get Goryo's Jegantha here to block the Ragavan. I think I'd rather Ledger Shredder, or Cookbook back Ledger Shredder. Oh, they can use that to get back a Murktide, and they get a Surveil. Sahada? Okay, hard to pronounce. Okay, Emrakul's best draw, obviously. Rona ain't too shabby. I'm doing the 2 lightning bolts now. They've used 1 so far. We're also like, we're 22 cards deep, no Emrakul, no Ovalchase Daredevils. That was perfect, cool. Yeah, I can't remember what Omen Hawker does, but if I remember, or if someone reminds me, I'll take a look. Oh, maybe I needed to, I needed to discard Shredder or Cookbook here. Because now I'm going to die to a Lightning Bolt if I don't Chump Block. My opponent's hand is Ragavan Mystery card. What did they do with their Surveil? They put an island into the graveyard. So either I'm gonna have to like be dead to a lightning bolt, or I'm Chump Blocking. Oh, damn, I should have definitely discarded the spell. How could they have 2 bolt here? Iteration into bolt. What? Why would they discard make a food before attacks? Is that a misclick? And they're trying to get back Channeler? The last card is just a Ragavan, so I can take the hit. I can gain 3 life with the food token, potentially. Wow, that is such an insane draw. I can't believe it. I would like to gain the life if possible. Although I think maybe I could just Bauble them, and then we'll find out if I like exactly how I'm sequencing the rest of this turn. Okay, well that's gonna be easy, huh? Yeah, so we can leave this back here, this block here, attack with the Ragavan. And then I do think I'll just go down to 1 to gain 3 up to 4. Okay, 2 deck techs redeemed, back to back. 1 for Tango, 1 for RDK. We'll get to them in a second. Especially Link got a Tango, that'd be awesome. No Solitudes, okay, good to note. So now they're just drawing a land. Not a phase 2 months, thank you. Yeah, so these builds of Sacrifice, which I don't even know if you could call it that at this point. I guess it's not, is it, huh? This is Rakdos with the ability to Madness, Fiery Temper, and sack your blood tokens to Shrapnel Blast or your Scrapwork Mutt to Shrapnel Blast. I feel like I want to play the 4th Scrapwork Mutt over either the 2nd Kroxa or the 3rd 2-mana battle. I don't know, I kind of like the look of it. As far as I know, Invasion is not fixed. I can maybe playtest some of it tonight. Okay, so... Up a game again. So far, undefeated against Murktide. So I brought in, last time, an Aether Spellbomb and a Pithing Needle, cut a Mox Amber. I cut all the Thoughtseizes, and I brought in 3 Flusterstorm. So let's keep this sideboard playing, obviously subject to change. Yeah, no, it seems fine. Like, I haven't been playing a lot of Pioneer lately. This is a lot of times where, like, the draft looks good. I don't have, like, a lot of notes on the draft itself. I do really want to get the 4th Mutt in here for both Fiery Temper and Shrapnel Blast, which are like, the cards you're trying to enable. I also, like, of course, am a big Mutt fan. Looks like a somewhat normal Rakdos mana base, although I thought they played 4 man lands. Sideboard looks really normal. Oh, it seems fine. Like, you know, this, I think when you get the deck to, like, this stage, I often call this, like, the playtest stage. Like, you have a good draft, you just need to start playtesting. I would make, like, that one, I would probably cut a Kroxa for the 4th Mutt, and more so wanting to cut Kroxa over the 2-mana battle to test the 2-mana battle more. But I could see it going the other way. Humans. Okay, cool. So I actually have been working on this deck myself. So you're playing Anthonice over Solitude because you don't have Solitude. If you're doing that, you should probably not play in Ganjo. You should probably have a Snow-Covered Island over in Ganjo. Okay, so definitely need to play Watery Grave turn 1 so that I can go turn 2 Saga Shredder Bauble. Let's see. So, like, let me take a look at my list. I have my list updated. I'll say this about a Hopeful Initiate. I don't understand the fascination with that card. Is that card good? I straight up, like, I feel like I keep playing with it, playing against it, and I'm just like, I just don't really understand the hype. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's good. I want to say more 1-drops for Convoke. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, I agree that, like, balancing the Convoke with everything has been a challenge so far. Definitely want this over 3 toughness. Okay, yeah, so my latest draft, and this is kind of like the backup to the backup deck today, looks like this. Anthonice over Solitude is kind of interesting, because, like, honestly, you don't need a spot removal spell as humans. Like, you don't... So, like, I think that if you're gonna not play... Like, what I like about Solitude is you can dig for it with Knight Errant of Aeos. Knight Errant of Aeos, like, replaces the, like, card disadvantage a little bit. But I don't know that you, like, actually need to, like, 1-for-1 swap Anthonice for this. I think that would be actually just kind of fine to, like... to not. And, I do like playing 4th Thalia Guard in the 3-bin. It's definitely something I wanted to do. What are we doing here? Don't want to let them connive. I guess we're just on Saga token, huh? Remember, no Shadow Spear in this build. Oh, you're not playing Ranger Captain. I think Ranger Captain's really, really good. Like, Ranger Captain gives you, like, that interaction against Living Ends, especially Living End and other, like, combo decks that I think is so important. So maybe it's just, like, Anthonice for Ranger Captain. And then you just I don't think you need the spot removal spell so bad. I think if you do want another 1-drop for Convoke, maybe Hopeful Initiate is good. But to me, I've seen the card in action some, and I've kind of been just like unhappy with it. I also probably would not play Ambitious Farmhand. That card could play better than I expect, but I think it's like just too low impact. But I'm a big Ranger Captain fan. The Splash for Magus seems okay. I'm playing, or I was playing, I am still playing some more Priest of Thunes, which I think are really nice against Amulet Titan, being 2 mana, but, Magus is obviously much stronger if you want to facilitate the Splash. Or Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar on Rona. That's the hope, Okay, so this is their second iteration. Okay, love finding an Ovalchase Daredevil here. Huge. Invasion of Tarkir in a fair mid-range shell. I'm having the hardest time like keeping track of all the invasions. Dragon. Yeah, I guess the invasions are just not here. Yeah, which one is Invasion of Tarkir? The dragon one? Oh, of course the dragon one. I don't know, like, this is, like, such a vague statement, right? Invasion of Tarkir and a fair mid-range shell. That could just kind of mean anything. I've been looking at playing it in, like, Power Conduit, Mono Red, or Boros Power Conduit with, like, Urza Saga and, Hex Parasite. I've been looking at it, but I think it is not the kind. Very simply put, I guess this probably answers your question. Okay, like it isn't the kind of card that you just like slap in a deck. And all right, it's not just a fair mid range card. It's a card that has, I would say, some pretty significant deck building considerations with it. Okay, Engineered Explosives. And then we're gonna go Bone Shards. Discard a card here. Which gets Force of Negation. Wow. Which is fine. Okay, definitely not discarding Emrakul, since that would shuffle away my Ovalchase. It's not expecting to get forced. Maybe we'll get forced again. Okay, maybe now I'll, I was not expecting my opponent to have 2 0-mana interactive spells, but now I can loot away the second Emrakul, I guess. It's really not so bad. It ain't so good either, to be honest. Like, that Daredevil's pretty important. It ain't so good, but it ain't so bad. Is this my connive? How is this in the deck? They surgicaled! They surgicaled my Daredevils! That was not a card that I was expecting to draw there. Oh, I shuffled with Emrakul! Whoa! I had no idea. I don't know. This is. I had no idea I was shuffled that worked. That's crazy, man. That was so cool. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize how cool that was. Damn it. I could have been like, look at this, chat. I'm gonna shuffle. I'm gonna shuffle with my Emrakul here, and I just didn't. Should not attack, right? That's actually so cool to have shuffled the Daredevil away with Emrakul, then draw another one. I just like it wasn't even intentional. I just had 2 Emrakuls in my hand. What a weird spot. For a Brooded deck with Ranger Captain and Death Shadow, can't talk to something with synergy. Yeah. We played Mardu and Esper Death Shadow. There's a chatter panda in the chat who is kind of obsessed with the archetype. So my opponent definitely has Unholy Heat as the last card. Which, I mean, I get to like, yeah, this is like pretty advantageous for me. It's a 3 for 2. Panda is like pretty obsessed with Esper Shadow as well. Definitely a fun deck. So heating the tokens, I get to keep my Shredder, which is awesome. I'm gonna get to kill There Shredder with my Asmo. We're going to be super ahead. Very cool. Play against Murktide twice. I'm calling it like a little early, I guess, but I'm feeling kind of undefeatable here. And, you know, I will say that this has definitely been like a time and time again test for combo decks with Modern. Can you beat Murktide? And starting off 2-0 against Murktide, here we go, is 2-0-4-0s. Definitely promising. Although, like, the Asmo package is pretty good against them. Probably mulligan this. VIP or mod for Lemon, yeah, we can take a look at that. Alright, kind of the same hand. Gonna keep on 6, though. But try use City on Fire. I don't remember what that card does. VIP, please. Yeah, most people want VIP these days. AGD through 17 months. That's good. It was the last time I tried to traverse Shadowless. I've grown to like despise Traverse the Ubenwald. It just like always tricks you into thinking it's like a playable card, but it's like it's just not. It's just not a card you should register. It is just like truly so bad. Could maybe have held this for Kanai for Shredder. I think Baral Karizev as an Aspertol is viable to a third way to cast 0-mana spells. I don't like it very much. These 3-mana creatures that you have to like sorry, excuse me. Like these 3-mana creatures with no ETB effect that require you to have like a lot more resources and have you untap with them. They're just not very good usually. But it's also like there are plenty of ways to cast the Cascade spells. You know, you have Finale, you have Electrodominance, you have As Foretold, you have Halo Forager. There's a lot of ways to do it, and it just typically isn't that good of a plan. No, we haven't done the thing yet. We played against Murktide twice, so it's hard to do the thing. Oh, we're splashing green. City on Fire is the Convoke triple. Oh, I've kind of looked at it a little bit. Like red is the best color in Modern in general, and also the best color at convoking. And so I do think it's interesting to look at. It's like, you know, there's something there, but for the most part, it's just the reality chip, I guess. For the most part, like it's just not that good of a convoke spell. Maybe we'll see. It could be better than I think. Kind of win more. 8 mana convoke is also kind of tough. There's a few 8-mana convoke spells. May try it out at some point. Was Atraxa ever considered over Emrakul? Grabbing Saga off Atraxa ETB seems cool. I like really dislike Atraxa in the Goryo Asmo shell. I've seen it in play a lot, and it's like you're way more in on the Emrakul portion of this plan. The Emrakul portion of the plan is like the game-ending part, and like Atraxa, like I think that Atraxa is like even like a little worse than Gristlebrand because you can't flicker it. Although it is like hard castable with Jegantha. Is kind of like the one thing it does better. We're looking for Asmo. We're looking for Goryos. Not looking for another freaking land. Huh? Okay, probably dead. Not that interesting of a game. Kind of flood, huh? Lane team lands. What card should you play in Death Shadow beat Signifier? Just down. And or explosives. I haven't seen a reality chip in a while. I honestly feel kind of vindicated because it's like, for the longest time, I was just like the only hater of this card, I feel. I'm like, I just don't think it's worth it, y'all. And everyone's like, well, Spike, I drew 30 cards with this. It is worth it. I'm like, well, I guess. Fair enough. But now everybody's moving away from it. I feel kind of vindicated. Okay, so we're going to bring in our Aether Spellbomb. We're going to bring in our Haywire Mites. I think we bring in a Needle. Gonna cut the Mambers, the Thoughtseizes. I want to keep in all the Ronas in this matchup. Could get like the 4th Bauble. It's probably fine. What is the advantage of Rona in this list? Mainly a looter. It can only untaps with Asmo Mox. Yeah, so it's a looter that can transform, be shot with Asmo, cast Emrakul is the upside. Also has, you know, some extra untap, and looters are good in your Goryo's Emrakul list. There's also like Rona's a 1/3, you know, compared to like your other 2-mana looters. 1/3 is so crazy in the Ragavan format, Ragavan Unholy Heat format. Can I link the Red Green Dino list? It's not done because I need to replace the Dwyning's League, I guess, for Mog Fanatics. I'll post it at some point. Or you can go to Twitter and, like, you know, copy it. Yeah, it blocks Ragavan. Like, 1/3 is, like, so relevant. It's really cool. Okay, that's good news. They have Surge. I don't know that they would have played this out into the... Yeah, I don't know if they would have played this out with without some protection. So maybe I'm not using my Haywire Mite yet. Do you think Goryo Emrakul is better than Archon Persist? I think it's better like as a plan in the shell, where like it gives you like access to these nut draws. Like the Goryo, it's like more powerful, and Goryo's also like it sometimes can get you back a Rona or an Asmo, not super effectively, but like it has an extra utility in the shell where Persist doesn't have a lot of extra utility. Not terrible with Shredder maybe, but not that good with Shredder. Probably end of turn target Saga. Kind of imagine they're gonna have a protection spell, but it's okay. I want to use my mana. And I have another, especially, you know, extra removal spell here. Nest Invader over Dwynens. Gives at least 1 grief for Convoke. Maybe. I really wish you could tap the Scion and sack it to Convoke at the same time. Man, they love this reality chip, huh? So they can protect it too. Not anymore. Nice pickup. Gonna connive away whatever we draw here. Or almost always. I guess if we draw Goryo's Vengeance. Oh, no way. Could not have written a better story here. Yeah, definitely running hot. As you have to do with these, you know, kind of decks a lot of the time. Why couldn't you convoke in sex? Well, I don't know why. Just I know it doesn't work. I've actually tried that skis a few times. I feel like there's maybe something there. It's a little slow. And also, I hate Traverse. I don't know. I'm so sick of Traverse, the Ovalchase. Okay, game 3. Does Nihiler target the player? It does not, no. Okay, turn these, like, this would be a great multi 4. Just like Watery Grave, these 4 cards. Anything extra is gravy. Green Source is great, Goryo's is great, lots of good draws here. Would I consider Retraction Helix over... I think that the Retraction Helix Rona combo is not something I'm interested in trying to perform in Modern. I think that it's like it's to me it's like a worse Devoted Druid or like a largely worse Devoted Druid in a format where Devoted Druid sucks, you know. Like these strategies of the strategy of untapping with your 2-mana creature is just not very consistent in Modern. You know, wrecks me here. I think it's something you can do in Pioneer for sure. Oh, shit. Sorry. I forgot about this stupid Sentinel. We draw a green source. We're in good shape. We have only 7 green sources plus the Saga for Drum. Balancing like the splash is always kind of tricky. See, my opponent gets Reality Chip for the 3rd time this match. You get Hammer this time. Green source. Let's go. So clutch. So I'm going to go Asmo, kill their Sentinel. Do I kill their Sentinel or do I hold up 2 Asmo activations? It's actually pretty close. No, I have to let them have another card. I can't just be dead to Protection Spell or Second Hammer. Tribute to World Tree, Yule's Influence, something you work on modern. I've started to work on it a little bit. It's something I'm going to need to playtest off stream, probably. Yeah, so I know I could let them. I know kill this and not let them draw, but the problem is I know they have a hammer. If they have second hammer or any protection spell, I'm just dead, or like I'm so behind. And I think it's better to like really put them in a position where they can't advance their board state, and it's okay to give them a card when I have this engine going. I think. Sometimes it's also just too freaking free. Could play around Spell Pierce, but yeah, probably should play around Spell Pierce. Right and hot. How does Unctus Asthma fit into the picture? So I ended up in the last draft of the Unctus build. I just cut the Unctuses for time sieves. I'm thinking that maybe like a 2-2 split is just perfect, but it's gonna be a little while till we circle back to it. On turn 2, for grown Parasort, creatures have to be untapped, or they have to be untapped for turn 3. I know this comment is I'm about to suggest the squirrel command. This comment for on turn 2 for Imperious Order, the creatures have to be untapped, or they have to be untapped on turn 3. This is I'm about to suggest Verdant command for the deck. Looks good, RDK. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, I like just jamming the full 4 battles. Just playtesting them. Probably add some Croxes later. But they have to be creatures. Is more important because you're an Aether Vial deck. Yeah, I think in this build, I forgot Dwynen's Elite needs an elf to get the extra token. I think it's just Nest Invader, weirdly enough. And I think so. I think Nest Invader is better than Mog War Marshal. Unless there's like another better 2-drop green creature that makes a token. I think Nest Invader is the best. And I have gone through them all recently. Splash White for Amara. Yeah, I think Amara kind of sucks, but maybe. Yeah, I agree. This kind of feels like Red-Green Yogg. Scion tokens work well with Evoke. I think it doesn't work. I'm under the impression that you cannot tap a Scion for Convoke and for mana. Judge? I know you can't do it with stupid, what's it called? Oh man, my opponent's gone almost 3 minutes into this match. Their internet must be very slow. Yeah, cannot tap something twice. Well, this isn't tap to... What confuses me is that the tokens don't tap to sack, you know? But yeah, it's fine. I'm just always down to memorize the rules instead of learn them. Battle should give you devotion, yeah. But Fierce Empath is very cool, I think. Again, I think you could be a more focused elf build with Imperosaur with Fierce Empath. I kind of wanted to try this first. Not right now, obviously. Opponent, let's see how long it takes them to show up. It's a mana ability thing. You activate your mana abilities before you pay the cost. So you've sacrificed to make mana, you can't then later tap. Okay, so but if you could the other way, then it's fine. Yeah, I really like that Torch Courier is a 1-mana creature, taps for Convoke for the dinosaur. Wait, why is this 59 cards? Oh, I accidentally slid out a Wall of Roots. And then Wall of Roots is just the exception because state-based actions aren't checked during like the casting of a spell. What does Chord aim to get here? You have a few different things. So one thing I like about Chord is that on like turn. Okay, 4 minutes in. What I like about Chord is like on like turn 2 or turn 3 most likely, you have a board and then you can like Chord for another Nested Raider if you need more Convokers. You can Chord for what's it called? Fierce Empath. So you have 12 ways to get your Dino, or you can like sometimes Quarian Ranger is like a 1-mana Wall of Roots too. That's like particularly good to get. There's a lot of things you can get. I think I'm going to play the Shredder. I could definitely see just playing Cookbook this turn. Could see playing nothing. Rogren Triumph. It's a Cauldron. So let's go Cookbook, discard Misty, cast Asmo, Connive. I think Spell Snare is a good and main deckable in Modern. So I have the option here to either discard the Cookbook to the Bone Shards, or discard the Urza and connive this away, or connive, I guess, the Emrakul away is an option. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, am I supposed to... I think I'm supposed to discard the Saga and just, like, hold this Emrakul. As soon as I draw Goryos, are going to be in good shape. Oh, wow. Pitch Prismatic Ending. Well, that definitely punishes me. I was thinking if they had it, they would maybe Solitude the Shredder first. It seems beatable, though. I don't have Shadow Spear or Aether Spellbomb main deck. I was going to a Modern tournament tomorrow. What would I bring? I don't know. I've been playing Red-Black Sack at a lot of tournaments lately and been liking it. Okay, let's take a look at my top card. Ovalchase Daredevil. That is a top card I like to see. Gonna make the Saga beatdown plan pretty good, I think. If you play Imperosaur for 2 green, is it normally good to play? Where is the line? It's like usually good when you're spending 3. Like 2 mana is good, 0 mana is great, 3 mana is fine, 4 mana is not that good. But fine. Just depends. Imperosaur is just like really good. It's like really aggressively costed. Name with the 3 pack. Go so we can chat. I'll take a look at your deck. So if they have another Prismatic Ending, this is pretty bad for me. Does not seem like it. I think I should probably gain 3 life here. We're definitely in race mode. Why not block with the Saga token? It would die. Cauldron would kill it. Or exile it more specifically. Which is not an exchange I'm interested in making. I feel like I need to be worried about random Supreme Verdicts. I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on, and I got supreme predicted by Bob the other day. Okay, deck tech for MTG name. Looks like a pretty good draft. Looks like a pretty good draft. I had 4 Goryo's Vengeance in like basically all of these builds. And I also had 4 Tainted Indulgence. I'm not sure that I like Heartless Summoning so much. I could like Heartless Summoning though. I could learn to like it. So notably, I can't Goryo's Emrakul while Teferi is in play. I think we'll just get a Bauble here. Zagoth Triumph on the top, huh? Quite the mana base. Basic Plains, Field of Ruin, Counterspell, Zagoth Triumph, Solitude. I guess they're just blue-white control, actually. They're just blue-white control. With Stoneforge Mystic and Field of Ruin. Okay, let me just discard this twice and then we can get to the deck tech. Yeah, so like one thing is I do think that Goryo's Vengeance is mostly better than Priest of Felrights here. Not like being so vulnerable to removal. I also like freaking Lion Slash. I keep like starting to build this deck, and I keep like looking at Altar of Dementia, and I'm like, I just don't want to put this stupid card in my deck. I just don't want to play Altar of Dementia. Yeah, so we could trade Construct for Lion Sash here, which seems like not a very good trade, right? And this one's kind of free to discard, or you know, not super free, but I have to like discard the Jegantha or the Swamp to get this back, or they just let it go. Yeah, I guess like basically all my drafts were like -2 Phyrexian Metamorph, +2 Goryo's Vengeance. And like -4 Heartless Summoning, +4 Tainted Indulgence, and then like this is like as far as I get. I look at the deck, I'm like, this doesn't look that good. So maybe I'll play test it off stream. I know people are like really hyped for this archetype. Oh, whoops! I forgot to discard again. That's fine. I don't need to discard again, I guess. Getting sashed, huh? We're not trading Construct for Sash. Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to do it here, but I feel like being able to Alpha Strike next turn is pretty cool. I'm chilling. We're chilling. Putting the Sophy Alter combo with Titania Urza Saga game plan. I've done it. I've done it before. It's like almost something. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've got too many more thoughts than that. Sideboard looks like... I had a lot of Chalice of the Voids in my sideboard. Even if they're like a little tension with Altar of Dementia. Chalice of the Void is also like a card you could main deck where you like you could Chalice it on one. I also always had like the tech of a reshape in Garuda where you could reshape like your Chalices, Artifact Lands, Mishra's Baubles into a 3-drop, which I thought was fun. Okay, let's send in. Not getting rid of the Sash. They're gonna removal spell, I suppose. Pitch to Fairy Hero Dominaria. Well, I'm gonna gain a lot of life. Well, they only have 2 white sources also. I don't think I want to discard again. That's fine, this is fine. Lose a construct. They lose a shark. They're at 9 life, we get double shredder, we have the combo if we can ever get to the tap out. We're doing okay. Nice for them to have used the Solitude here, not on my Emrakul, potentially. Couldn't we get Mite? This is game 1. I'm pretty against main decking Haywire Mite in modern decks, but it ain't the worst thing. Yeah, we're taking deck techs. We've also done like 5 today already. We're like an hour, 20 minutes in. So if we could try to space them out some more, that would be awesome. But I understand if you got like what do y'all do? You take emails and meetings or something? What do you do at a job again? Would love if they had the Solitude in their hand, they just tap out. Work? That doesn't sound right. Oh, you watched the stream, right? That sounds more accurate. Well, I think let's try to force the trade of Construct for Lion Sash. Not going for it, not into the Lion Sash, no. My son, my firstborn, my first preview card, coming to spite me. And I was so mean to Lion Sash that they just don't give me preview cards anymore. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to be able to... I was supposed to Goryo's Emrakul end of turn, probably. I'll look at draw another Thoughtseize, I guess. Yeah, wild deck today. Also, Conniving is pretty relevant. Okay, let's discard Emrakul. It's actually maybe good if this gets countered, so we could set up to eventually Rona cast Emrakul, which is the dream today. What is this card? What does that do? If countered, just win? No, I think you think that Asmo kills Kaldra, but it doesn't. Kaldra only exiles on combat damage, not any damage. But they're dead to the Ledger Shredder. Oh, what? Oh, dang it! I wasn't supposed to discard that, huh? It's okay. I don't need any more food tokens. We're good, actually. I'm full. Save this for Connive, maybe. That's a start. They have to draw a removal spell. That on board at the moment. Yeah, the arcane. This is kind of like a Halo Forager from the past. Kill on Shredder. Oh yeah, that was a pun to me. That was guaranteed lethal. So I need like at least one Haywire Mite for Rest in Peace. Also kills Kaldras. Haywire Mite seems good, actually. These interactive matchups, you want to cut the Amber. I think Bone Shards are probably pretty bad. 3 Mites is a lot. 3 is probably going to be okay. So maybe a little too many. Could play 1 Flusterstorm. Help fight some counter spells. Seems okay. I don't think you want too more. You could play 1 or 2. You could do 2/2 or 3/1 probably. Let's just do 3/1. It's gonna be a mulligan. Keep this. I think I put back the Emrakul, because I may need to Springleaf Drum my Haywire Mite for mana. Although I will not, thankfully. So we'll still play Drum turn 1, and I can go Rona into Cookbook next turn. How do you decide how many of a sideboard piece you're bringing in? It's just, people ask questions like this, and I know you're wanting to learn, but you know the answer is it's complicated. There's not like a short answer I can give you to answer that question. So you know, it comes down to like how many cards are bad in your main deck, how many cards are good to bring in. You know, it's like are there specific sideboard cards you need to answer? Are there plans that get worse going from game 1 to game 2? There's just, you know, a lot of ins and outs of the case. Think you can fit Urza into the deck? I would not be very interested in playing Urza in this deck. Just kind of high on the old mana curve. Okay, reasonable. Yeah, classic Rona Answer. Man, a 2-mana spell getting counterspelled? Horrible. 2-mana spell getting Prismatic Ending for 2 mana? Horrible. Got some Leyline Binding, the protection at least. Ugh. Gain some life there. Yeah, maybe go down a Mite, up a Counterspell. Up a Flusterstorm, depending on how much more like stuff we see. They may have even boarded out the Stoneforge Mystics. Oh, my Kingdom for a Haywire Mite. Goryo's would also been GG here. Honestly, the Hardcast Typhoon is like, if we can find Asmo, it like almost doesn't even do anything. Chapin was a huge proponent of considering deck to be 75, then deciding which 60 against who you're facing. Yeah, I mean that's a good way to think about it for sure. Cauldra? Oh, the overpay on Prismatic Ending, always very fun. Maybe I was supposed to hold this for Goryo's, actually, because now I don't have a discard outlet. Do I try Defection Shark? I mean, that card's not good. It's like better in Legacy for sure. But like it's mostly like a worse like Psy Master Thopterist, you know what I mean? Which is not a card that I am dying to try out, but maybe at some point. Okay, we'll go to game 3. Psy Master Thopterist, a card I historically also don't like very much. Oh, I forgot to cast my cookbook. Just holding it for Connive, I guess. See if we get to untap with Rona. Again, Rona's just a 2-mana looter. You can't really expect it to be this crazy game ender, but it's 2 mana. It's a really good 2-mana looter that works well with the Emrakul plan, being able to cast it, and it's like maybe like the best 2-mana looter ever printed. And you know, that ain't so bad, huh? Huh? Rest in peace. Okay, well, we have the mites, so feeling okay. We just tap this. Probably get rid of an Emrakul here. I saw March of Otherworldly Light, so I'm going to definitely Fetch Shock main phase, so they can't respond to the Fetch land and kill my Saga. Oh yeah, sure, Ledger Shredder. I mean, Ledger Shredder's, you know, when I say looter, I kind of mean like traditional looter like this. But yeah, Ledger Shredder, sure. Better than Jace's Prodigy? Yeah, yeah. Like honestly, like 1/3 is so big, and like the Unholy Heat Ragavan format. And like Rona's a looter that can like be loot multiple times a turn with the untap ability. I think that I think Rona is better than Jace's Prodigy. Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to hold this, so then I could make a token and then Haywire Mite without getting Springleaf Drum. Although, no, don't want to concede. Let's loot. Yeah, sorry, I was supposed to hold this. I think I might put a Mayhem Verdict anyways. Still the green man off the drum. Gonna hit them with the construct, and then trying to think if there's like anything I get punished by waiting on the Mite. Not really. Good card to know about. Definitely feels like they have something. Binding. Okay, I mean, so they have Supreme Verdict for sure. Oh. So I guess I'm going to try to attack the Teferi with the Mite. I think if they had Verdict, it was going to be slammed there, so I'm not going to play around. I know they have a counterspell too. I think now I'm going to kill the Rest in Peace. Okay, we're in our second main phase. I think we just discard Asmo, cast a Cookbook, and pass. So if they do Verdict, we win if they don't have Solitude or Force, although we did see both of those cards game one. Doesn't seem like we never get enough mana to flip Rona. Doesn't it seem like that's not the only thing this card does? You know what I mean? It's like the combination of all of these things is what's interesting about Rona. It's not just that effect. Although we like literally can do it next turn. Oh, sorry, no, we can't anymore because of the ending. You know what I mean? It's the combination of all these things that makes it interesting, not just the whole Rona Emrakul thing. So it's free. It's free in play stops me from Goryo-zing. Why didn't you want to go for the combo last turn? When I was able to go for the combo last turn, it was my second main phase. You can't, again, Goryo's Emrakul with Teferi in play. It doesn't work. See self again for like the third time in 1 minute. If there's a Teferi in play, you can't Goryo's Emrakul. Y'all are. I don't understand how many times I have to say this. I have to kill the Teferi. What? Oh my! I'm losing it. I'm so stun locked. The Teferi blindness is so ridiculous. So the hand is just called Batterskull. They drew a land for turn, which is great. Yeah, paper only play. Now we can do it. Now we can do it. Cool. 4-0. Let's get a Trophy League. Let's keep. If I see a land on top, I'm not gonna crack my fetch, and if I do, I'll crack the fetch. Yeah, prediction already happened. Yeah, we bought Esther a diamond. We bought a diamond for engagement ring on Saturday, and then we're buying the rest of the ring. We ordered it, and so we're gonna pay for the rest when it comes in, which is exciting. An interesting process. Yeah, and then Esther asked the GM of the store if anybody had ever tried to eat the diamonds. And he's like, no one has ever asked me that before. Which is very, very in character for Esther. No, we're not officially engaged. We're gonna buy the ring, and then I have to do the proposal. It's gonna be a whole process, but I don't know. We've been like effectively married for a long time now. We're just like, you know, kicking it. We're just, you know, gotta go through the freaking emotions, I guess. Alright, let's unalive Rona. We were together like 5 years. We've been living together for like 3 years. I think that we are common law married. I think that we are. I think this is fine. Yeah, let's just play another Rona here. I can take 8 once. It's actually really, really bad, I guess, if they Thoughtseize the Bone Shards, but I want to get this going. Stop them from playing, like, if they play like a value 3-drop this turn, which they want to do, they're not killing my Rona. Bloodmoon would be pretty bad. Fury, pitch Spyro, and then probably play another Spyro. Oh, nothing. Okay, well that's actually probably pretty good for me, right? This outcome. Didn't draw another land, but it's kind of still fine. Happy there's no. I guess there wasn't another Undying card because they didn't scam it. Quad Ronas. Let's untap with one of them. Nope. 2 cards in hand. Urza? Not the ETB. The triggers aren't going to do too much against my Daredevils, at least. Fetch land does let them escape, which is kind of scary. Can we get Overgrown Tomb for Jegantha? I'm gonna crack the Bauble on their upkeep. And probably gain 3 life. Got a few food tokens in play, some game objects. Monkey. Kind of the worst card that they could have here. For them. Just gonna do this now. Not too many relevant cards for them to hit, but that one is relevant. Saga's a nice pickup. I guess we cast an Ovalchase Daredevil also. Why not Goryo's and block, stop treasure? If I do that, I lose my Rona. It's not worth. Ragavan's not that good to like throw away all your resources to stop a freaking treasure. They even need another card in the yard for Kroxa, and Kroxa's not even that scary. Yeah, yeah, it's legendary. Yeah, well, yeah, of course it's legendary. Yeah, that's how you Goryo's that. I see what you mean. Might flip this also if they do Kroxa. Doesn't accomplish that much. Yeah, so we're looking for Asmo, we're looking for Emrakul mostly. We also actually just get to block this super easily though. Okay, so yeah, let's go in main phase, make a token, bring back my Daredevil. Make these tokens now before we loot it away. Wasn't holding priority there, probably was supposed to be. Let's Thoughtseize also. So if they feign death their Croak, so we may lose our Goryos. That's probably okay. Was there just no space for the Shadow Spear? I don't think this is the kind of deck that wants to play the Shadow Spear. I could be wrong. But like your food tokens make you really good against burn already. Like a Shadow Spear on Ledger Shredder is okay, but again, I just don't think this is a Shadow Spear kind of deck. We may block like this. Yeah, let's block like this so I can keep the Goryos in the hand. But I take the Feign Death of the Grief? Yeah, I don't think so. My opponent's also like probably just dead. Which is fun. Yeah, cool. Big Game against Scam is good. This Scam is probably one of your worst matchups. Very scared of Hidetsugu consumes all. Probably a good reason to keep the Thoughtseizes in. Need one more artifact. Well, I was gonna get 2 more off, like 3 more off Saga Cookbook. Yeah, I don't think I even needed it to attack with the Rona. They for sure bring in EEs. Do they? It's like Scam is. It's so frustrating because they can have Path of Peril, EE, Hidetsugu consumes all in those spots. Obviously, in the spot we're pretty happy if they have Path of Peril. I guess it's not terrible against us. It's just I don't know. They don't always have EE. I would. It's probably popular lately. I'm like looking through some lists. So I'm seeing 2, 3 copies. Needle does not hit like almost anything else though, so it's like you really got to be confident that they have it. They also have Hearse sometimes. We'll just cut out Member for a Needle. Yeah, Moonmist is cool. It's so sad that you can't Moonmist, Rona, and block with it, though, because it prevents all damage, but there's some synergy there. They play Hearse. I've seen Hearse. I don't know. It's like, Scam players have like so much graveyard hate and so much food hate. I'm going to want to probably get a basic turn 1 here. Basic Swamp. And then let's play our drums. We can go Shredder, Thoughtseize next turn, Connive. Thought they would bring in Leylines. Maybe it's like I don't know. Sometimes they have Hearse, Leyline, and Voidwalker. Dude, these Ragavants have been good. Damn it. Snap takes the Thoughtseize also, so they definitely have like Hidetsugu. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I need to play the stupid Shores. What am I even thinking? So many things going wrong. I don't know what I was thinking with this the Swamp Saga line. I need to get the island. It's honestly okay, but I mean, I don't know, it's maybe not okay because they just do have the Hidetsugu here. Wow. Maybe not. Honestly, I don't know. It's cool to like still be pretty in this game after all that. For what it's worth. They also didn't have their 3rd land. For whatever that's worth. Like a Needle and Engineered Explosives at least. Yeah, let's Needle Explosives. Just lose to Hidetsugu, plus all this other stuff. And then do we attack? Yeah, I think so. I like that both constructs are going to be lethal for next turn. The new green-red battle and Guru Osmo. I don't like it very much over other options. I wish I liked it more, though. Third land and then attack. No Hidetsugu. So we're dead to removal spell on construct plus bolt my face. I mean... No cracked food and stuff. I didn't have mana. I'm like 99% sure I didn't have mana. I forgot to do this. Make food, you aren't dead. Well, I can't. I could say sack 3. Yeah, we could. Or make a token, but now that they have the 3/2 Ragavan, it's gonna be better to make the token, I think. Although I guess, yeah, we're dead to terminate, we're dead to second terminate, we're dead to lightning bolt. So we can sack a food. We're still lose the second terminate though, because I just killed this. You had Drum Saga, which is okay. Yeah, if I had enough mana to sack a food last turn, I probably should have. I didn't think that I did though, but I guess maybe I forgot about the drum. Yeah, although bigger tokens is consideration. It doesn't seem like they just have Bolt or Terminate, though. I feel like we would be dead already. For what that's worth. Winning this game through, like, several misplays on my part and my opponent having a really good draw is pretty promising. If we do win this game. I don't know why they're attacking with just the Ragavan. Like, literally, what does this mean? I was dead to Terminate. I'm dead to Removal Spell. Yeah, this doesn't mean anything, does it? Or, like, it shouldn't mean anything. Oh, okay, it just means that they're punting big time. Or they thought I was gonna... Oh, they thought I was going to... I thought I was gonna crack the food. But I was dead to just cracking the food because of the 2 damage from the command. Yeah, this is just big punt on their part, I think. Which is fine, I've made some punts too. What are we doing? What are we getting? I don't know. Don't have a Spellbomb, no. Yeah, no Shadow Spear. Or just sacking 2 foods? I guess if we're sacking 2 foods, we're shocking, which doesn't feel very good. I mean, we're dead to Terminate, we're dead to Kolaghan's Command, we're dead to Bolts, we're dead to not dead to Hidetsugu. I don't have a second drum. Yeah, I know they have the treasure. I know I have to attack. I think I just have to attack and make a token. I don't think there's any other line. I can't sack the food though. I can't attack and sack the food. That's like, I don't know. Chat sometimes suggests like the really obvious line that is not a legal play. Like it's just not something we can do. Because this comes into play. We don't have the 2 life to pay. And then I guess I should crack my Bauble now to not die to Kroxa. If you did see game 1. Love to see that on top. So they do have 1 unknown card in their hand. Hard to imagine it being like a super relevant card though. But you never know. They haven't conceded. Alright, they have conceded. Okay, I didn't play that game very well. My opponent also punted lethal, so even I guess. 5-0 first league on the day. feel pretty good. Deck's definitely cooperating, as it often happens with like these Goryo decks. When you run hot, you just can't lose. Good start to the week. Beat Murktide twice, beat Scam, beat Hammer, and then beat like a blue-white Stoneblade control. Weird deck variant.